Underworld Ministry, what is up?
We are back again for another amazing week.
It is another amazing week because we're with you guys. Oh, we gotta come. No, it gets me every time. I think we have a comment every week and we don't. It's just telling me that we're live and we're with you guys. But we have another guest this week.
Yeah, we're not alone.
Who do we have?
We have Cindy from the Ross
House.
I couldn't remember if it was the manor or house.
Wah, wah. Here's our guest. The Ross House.
You might recognize the name in the commenter because she was with us a couple weeks ago when we had Bree and Dawn on our show.
Yes. She was commenting in the comments, and our good friend Dawn and Bree told us that we needed to talk to her about this awesome house.
So we followed their suggestions, and now let's welcome our new friend Cindy. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I enjoyed our little before talk.
So
yeah.
It's nice to get to know you.
So we've been hearing really good things about this house.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us a little back history about how you ended up getting the house?
Well, my family bought the house in 1990 after the last Getros, Marie Getros, passed away. And so we had it since then, and it was basically a rental for quite a few years until my dad decided he just didn't want to deal with rentals anymore. My family, we have a antique store right next door, and my father used to own about 10 to 15 rentals throughout that area there.
Right.
So basically, the house got closed up, and it was used for any furniture that we could not sell. We buy out of states, right? You pass away, we get your furniture.
Right.
So
goals.
Yeah.
So we it became a place for three-legged tables, broken everything. And it stayed like that for a long, long time until 2015 when I asked my dad if I could have the house because I wanted to open up an escape room. And that's when when I was doing the cleaning out and, was when I realized something was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how long we've had it, since 1990.
Nice.
Wow. So with your whole family owning it, you never got any activity before you started owning the house, or like you bring a piece of furniture in or something, nothing ever really happened?
Oh, yeah. But, I wasn't really, well, number one, in 1990, I was still living in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So I was not around. And basically I was, even though when I moved back to the area, I wasn't really around the store because for 46 years, I was in the casino business. I
cool.
wasn't actually working with my dad and my brother at the time.
Right.
I had all my career was with casinos. So, but cool. I knew that I wanted to, I was getting a little closer to retirement, and I wanted to have something to fall back on, something to keep me busy. And I like escape rooms. So me and one of my friends, we decided to see if my dad would let us have the house so we could open one up. And that was actually when I discovered I had an issue.
Yeah. So was it like just an escape room, or was it like an escape house, or?
Well, it was a house, but we used it. We had all the rooms themed, just like a normal escape room. Have you guys ever done one?
We haven't, not yet.
So they're like themed rooms that you have 60 minutes. You're locked in. You got to figure out what happened, solve the crime, and get out in time. Sort of like the game of Clue. So
Okay.
it was, there was like, we'd have multiple games going on at one time.
Huh.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if it was like it was like a escape house.
Yeah.
Like the whole house was like locked up and you had to get out of it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like those puzzle
That'd be
games.
really cool.
I like doing the escape room puzzle games, so I think I'd be really good at those.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had 60 minutes in a room. They were on a timer.
So, how old is this house? Like how many?
The house was built in 1895.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then, was there a lot of owners in between, or was that like a family that owned it a good length of time, or?
So the house went through a few owners. The first owner, it all starts off with a very wealthy by the name of Captain John Fink, who owned a lot of land, and he wanted to, and he sold off quite a few lots, and the house was bought by a man by the name of Charles Anderson, and he had it for about 10 years until he ended up selling it to the Weeks family. And the Weeks family actually bought it because Mr. Weeks worked at Imperial Glass, which was just a couple blocks down the road.
Right.
Mr. Weeks passed away, and I don't know if he passed away in the house or somewhere else, but a family by the name of Fred and Marie Getros bought the house to strictly raise and skin chinchillas. So that was their thing. Back in the day, now you have to understand that area of town was where people would come to get their dry goods. There was a ton of little mom and pop stores in that area there.
Right.
So, and we were very convenient, right? We were only a couple blocks away from where the steamboats would park to let the people off. And, if people wanted to start their families in that area,
right.
All the work that was available, the coal mines, the glass factories, and things like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, you said you're pretty close to Pittsburgh, so Steel City,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I never made it over to Pittsburgh, but I used to live on the Philly side, so
right.
I always wanted to make it over that. I hear there's a lot of haunted over there.
Yeah. I get a lot of people out of Pittsburgh.
I accidentally went over one of the pictures, but I wanted to talk about this was really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
okay.
Cool.
Is that just a prop, or is that have activity, or?
I don't think that has activity, but when people, it seemed in that house, when people moved, they left their stuff. Okay. When the Getroses passed away, the last Getros, there was a lot of things down in the basement, and the boxes. I picked up quite a few boxes, and some of them let go, the bottoms of them, and that old music box was in there.
Oh, that's a music box?
It's a little wind. Yeah, you wind it up, and she twirls around. She's only got one leg too, like Peggy.
That's cute.
So, but there's no attachment to that. But I just, it was here in the house, and I decided to keep it in the house.
Yeah, that's really cool.
In fact, I got quite a few things that have been left in the house that I have displayed.
Right.
I mean, that's part of the history.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Well, I know there's it heightens when they have former owners, especially if they passed in the house.
Yeah.
To have some of the.
It's familiar for them.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, actually, about 6 months ago, going to the basement, there's like a little shelf there. If you look hot, you'd have to see it. But anyway, we pulled a box out of it, and we found a bunch of books and letters addressed to Marie Getros.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, some of her letters. And I got a lot of her stuff that she left in the house, and it's all on display.
Now,
nice.
is she part of the house activity-wise? Or
she definitely is. Yeah, Marie has definitely made her presence known quite a few times. Yeah.
More verbal or physical or?
She is an intelligent spirit. She will come to people in their dreams. If I don't know how. I mean, some people could pick up on it, and she'll talk about what she's baking, and she has
Wow.
made herself known in the house by asking what are they doing, why are they there, just different stuff. She
Yeah.
has. Actually, there's two slips. One looks like a slip, one looks like a nightgown that was also found downstairs. And she has made it known that those are not hers, and she doesn't want them in her bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, but they're still there. I don't know. But yeah, so she's there for sure. Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, we
Now,
sit on a ley line. We get a lot of travelers, so people are spirits that come and go. So
right. Now, are you talking about like investigators coming and going, or do you more
no,
like
spirits, a lot of spirits. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Traveling spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a portal in your house?
I'm sure there's I don't know how many portals. But yeah, there are portals, but when you're on a ley line, you get more of a flow of energy.
Yeah.
And also close to the river.
Oh, yeah. So
we've
you
had-
have like two major conductors going right there.
Yeah. Coal mine explosions that have killed people. We have a resident spirit. He's also intelligent. He was killed in a coal mine in 1925, a couple miles down the road, and he lived a couple, just like really right across the street, basically. He somehow has taken up residency in my house. His house is gone.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's so weird.
At personal house or at the Ross house?
Out the Ross house. He's in the Ross house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So his name's Alfred.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, where is this in the basement or?
No, Alfred has taken up residency in the front room.
The front room.
Yeah.
Got
The front room with the red couch is where women, mostly women, will come in contact with him. He can be pretty rowdy. Yep, that's it. Yep. If he likes you, he might stroke your hand, and if he don't like you, he'll call you a whore.
Wow.
Wow.
That's kind of rude.
Yeah, he's
So
something.
you have verbal, you have not physical, but
Physical. Yeah. Physical. We've had I don't know. I think it's Alfred who choked Jeremy. Sometimes, yeah, physical. Yeah.
Wow.
Some people have been attacked. I just can't quite grasp how they have that strength to do that. But we've had some people have a hard time in the house.
The flowing water definitely gives them that energy.
Now I know that you sent me some when the investigators are there. They write on your little whiteboards of activities that they've had throughout the night.
If anybody wants to pause to read, go ahead and we'll keep flipping through them.
This is all on. If you want to go back and read all these like individually, they're on the Ross House on Facebook. Mm-hmm. If you want to come and, I just wanted to show the example of all the activity that people have in this house. So do you have investigators every night, or
no. I'm small potatoes. Okay. I've only been open a couple years. And no, I don't. Maybe about 6 times a month.
Okay.
That's about it. First it used to be just Saturdays, and now it seems to be picking up, now, and I'm getting more.
That's good.
It is what it is. And the house is very, very active, and I don't. My only way of getting word out is by doing these, mark Facebook and posting the evidence. Okay.
Right.
I'm not really, I haven't pursued having big time people come in to
Right.
investigate, to get the word out. We did have Sam and Colby come in, but they didn't really investigate. They were only there an hour and they did their little poses and everything. But
Yeah.
that was that's about it. There was one team that came in, but basically they focus more on the store. But it's okay, as long as these it keeps me to where I have a little bit of money to invest back into the house, and I've done a lot.
Right.
Made a lot of changes thanks to Bree and Nick, and I'm still making more upgrades to the house. But no, there's not people in there every night, but it's
Right.
okay. As long as people have a good time, I'll keep it open.
I mean,
absolutely.
That's probably a good thing. Give the
that's a good
spirit
amount.
some time to rest, and then want to keep going.
How much do you charge to investigate the house?
To investigate the house during the week, it's $200 a night. Okay.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah. On Friday or Saturday, it's $300 a night, and they can check in at 5:00, and they check out at 9 a.m, and that's up to 5 investigators.
Wow,
that's really good.
Yeah, that's a great price.
Yeah. So they, clean bedding. The house is heated. The house has window air conditioners in the summer. There's a kitchen, 2 bathrooms, and it's like an Airbnb.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
An Airbnb that you can investigate.
Yeah. Seriously, yeah.
I mean, that's a good price for. I mean,
the Airbnb that ridiculously priced.
Yeah, the Airbnb that we get when we go investigations up north, it's about $250. So that's pretty much.
We also stay there for 2 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down to stay in a haunted house for 2 nights.
Right.
Just turn the cameras on and don't turn them back off.
Yeah.
Right.
Now when you first got into the house, like when you first got it from your family, what kind of activity did they show themselves, or was it more sounds, or
did your family know about them?
My dad had told me that the house had ghosts, is how he said. And I really thought my dad was I thought he was bullshitting me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, but he said he saw Marie up in the bedroom before, and but when I started cleaning out the house, it was just little things. I would hear walking on the stairs. I remember having a screwdriver. I was cleaning a register face. I had it off, laid a screwdriver down, went to pick it back up, but the screwdriver rolled out of my way. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I heard voices, just different stuff like that. But as we got going and got Escape Zone open is when we started having some issues. And I knew then that I really needed to check into it because I was trying to run a business,
Right.
So I had to call a lady, like my brother knew her. We knew about her, and she has a haunted house herself. So, she came down. She's only 3 blocks away from me. So she came down and was trying to help me to understand what was going on.
Right.
She knew all about this stuff. Her name was Kristen Lee from the Blair House.
Okay. Oh, cool.
So she was a lot of help to get me to understand the spirits and how things happen. Just I knew nothing about this stuff. Nothing.
Right.
But she was a lot of help to get me to understand that everything. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
Kristen busy. She's wrote books and she's always doing something. So as time went on, we started Escape Zone and ran Escape Zone there for 6 years. But now I have this little old lady who kind of helps me out a little bit, and that's how I got Peggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was happening when it was an escape room?
Well, my I'll never forget when my nephew was the game master. He's the one who watched the screen, conducted the games, and I got a call from him one time, and he's screaming in the phone, and I was at work. I was in a meeting, and he's screaming, "Code Orange, Aunt Cindy, Code Orange." I go, "What the heck's Code Orange?" He said, "Things are happening." He said the doors were rattling, and everybody got scared and ran out. And some people would tell me that they felt like they were getting touched, and they were getting kind of spooked.
Right.
So that was just I can remember we heard things before, and I knew I had an issue that I had to figure it out, and with people getting scared and that.
Right. Then did the activity and heighten once you started putting these escape rooms and themed out the rooms? Did they jump up or?
I think so. I think it did.
Because you're changing everything around.
Yeah. Yes. It was. I think it did. But a lot of times I would try to, when you're working full time, and I did a lot of traveling with my work, sometimes you don't pay close attention to it.
Yeah.
I just knew I just had to get things fixed and then back to, my regular job at the time.
Right. Now, I can't talk tonight. Blah, 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 blah. How far do you live from the house?
I live about 15 minutes away. The house is located in Bel Air, Ohio, and I actually live in St. Clairsville, Ohio.
Okay.
Oh.
So you live pretty close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My mom lives in Lake Sheffield.
I don't know where that is. Do you know where Sheffield is?
I do not.
Sheffield Lake, Ohio. Lake Sheffield. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Around that area.
I'm from Florida. I don't.
Yeah.
So what is your goal on this house now? Is it just let people come and investigate it, or is it still an escape room? Or
no, Escape Zone left at the end of 2022.
Okay.
So yeah, we moved Escape Zone to Cambridge, Ohio. My girlfriend took it over. It's totally hers now. I still go up there and help her out a little bit, but no, it's totally just open for full-time investigations. That's what the house is used for. And I'm trying to restore the house back to the 40s, which I thought was a beautiful air. And I love the look of everything about the 40s. So that's what I'm doing. And it takes time. I do this by myself.
Yeah.
But it's coming along.
Well, it's a good thing you guys.
Wallpapering.
It's a good thing you guys own the antique store.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which we absolutely love antique stores.
We go to antique stores all the time.
Yeah.
We spend a little too much money at antique stores.
We got everything in there. Everything you can imagine is in that store. It's 7,500 square foot. People investigate in there also.
Wow.
I was gonna say I don't think I've never personally investigated.
We've tried.
We've tried, yeah. We've tried every time. They get really weird about it and kind of walk away from us.
Yeah.
So. I want to walk around with a K2, but I don't know. When I ask about it, they start getting all iffy about it.
Yeah, but this is mostly like a Christian town, and they're not big on the paranormal. So you got the wrong town if you want to be doing that here.
Oh, that's
so what before you got the house, you said that you worked in a casino in Vegas and everything.
Mhm.
You didn't have anything to do with the paranormal at all.
No, nothing.
So you kind of just jumped headfirst into
I pretty much fell into it. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
what do? You know, you let the house go back to being full with three-legged tables, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, so, and people, but before that, after word started getting out, people wanted to investigate, even when it was still escape zone. And we'd let them come in after the games were done. But that was late at night. So it just kind of slowly developed into that a little
Right.
bit, you know. But yeah, you know, but it's been fun. It keeps me involved with people, and I get a kick out of that. You know, meeting
Right.
everybody and bullshitting, getting to know them a little bit, and you know, because
Yeah.
that was what I did. I was an executive casino host, so I was always I always enjoy being around people. So
Yeah.
you know, but my whole goal with this house is to be real with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I know, and people they totally disagree with me, but people like creepy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just don't like that. So my goal is to restore the house to being clean, nice.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but you know the spirits aren't going anywhere just because it's cleaned up, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Right.
that's how I feel about this. But
We
yeah, as long as people have a good time, I'm good with it.
I'm completely down going to a house that's like it looks original. It doesn't like I know
looks like
I
a
know we have the
home.
whole creepy vibe and everything, but I love history. I love
Yeah.
looking at old houses.
Seeing
You
how
know,
things used to be.
Yeah,
the May Stringer house here in Brooksville is exactly the way it was when it back in the 40s and the 20s
Yeah.
and all that.
The houses
And
at the Manatee Village,
yeah,
they're
they're
set up
original
like
to
they
period.
would have been in their old time.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't care if the house is spooky. I like the beauty of the old houses.
Honestly, making it look more like a home makes it even creepier.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, all this old stuff is here. There
Yeah.
might be something
yeah.
along.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you have,
Go ahead.
so other than the doll that you have that we'll show here in a minute, you bring a lot of antiques and everything in the house. Have you brought anything with those antiques that you found out, or?
You know, well, we got more than one haunted doll in the house.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a little bit of a family thing happening. A little, we have Helen gave me a doll named Gretchen, who I don't know what the heck's with this, but she said Gretchen and Peggy can't be together. So Gretchen's in one room, Peggy's in another room. This one medium, her name is Missy. She gave me this beautiful gift of these old Victorian looking shoes that have an attachment of a woman by the name of Willow, and I have them displayed. There's a doll, a boudoir doll that I didn't even know had an attachment, is up in a room. And then we got Trevor and
Oh, wow.
Susie in a case. Just yeah, we got a family thing happening at the house.
Yeah.
But no, you know, yeah. So there's some other things in there.
Well, the one that I have seen,
Right.
I absolutely
like
love her eyes.
Yeah, Peggy.
This is Peggy.
Oh yeah, Peggy. Peggy loves it when people come. Loves it.
Do
She give me the creeps.
you want to explain Peggy, where you got her, what kind of
Yeah.
activity she has?
So this little old lady who helps keep the negativity down. Her name is Helen. she gave me this doll, and I just thought the doll was pretty. And I took it home, and my cat loved this doll, and kept trying to curl up to her. So I ended up putting her in my mother's old room up on the chest of drawers. And a couple weeks later, I heard something fall, and the cat come running out, and I go in, and Peggy's on the floor. So then and then I'm talking to Helen, and she tells me the doll is a vessel. So then I had to learn about vessels. But so Peggy broke her leg, but she had to leave my house, and she had to go to the Ross house. And it seems that Peggy loves men. Loves men, yeah. So there's certain people that come in here, and I kept cat ball by her. Boy, she'll light up that cat ball as soon as they walk in. She just wants to be out and talk around them and communicate and be loved and told how beautiful she is. Yeah.
Maybe that's the first. She said, "Oh." Yeah, no, I saw this one, and I was like, "Oh man, look at those eyes."
She's beautiful.
And then I saw this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the eyes for me.
Yeah.
It's like the heavy eyelashes and the blue eyes. It just pops out.
I think that's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people get creeped out by her, but I think she's a beautiful doll.
Yeah, absolutely. They is this Peggy that you know of, or
no? That is that is where I think that was Jeremy sent me that. There's a couple stories that I'm not quite sure on, but this here is a spirit that looks like it is holding a baby. Okay, we don't know who this is, but it seems that spirit is holding that baby downstairs, and also she has been seen upstairs by the window, looking out the window. Now, right
is this outside or?
Huh? Oh, looks like a woman in white.
Is this outside going into the house?
No, that is inside. That is inside. Once inside the door, that is right before you go into the front room.
Okay.
Yeah, that is taken inside. Yeah.
Wow.
But that spirit also has been up at the top of those stairs. There's a window there, and she stands there holding a baby. Yeah.
Now, do you have any records of a death during the pregnancy or?
No, I have. Well, I haven't. I can't say I've actually looked yet, but
okay.
I'm not that good on the computer.
Yeah.
But we get this a lot, and in the bathroom upstairs, there seems to be a woman who cries over her baby in the bathroom.
Oh.
I have not found any records with the limited that I have looked to see if there's a death. The only deaths that I have found, I've posted in the kitchen area of the Ross house, and that's where I know Fred passed away in the house, and
right.
And I know about Alfred passing away in the coal mine and all that. But yeah.
Wow. See, that's what I like about these old houses, the history part of.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, this area was a booming area.
Yeah. And like back in those days, they didn't have like census. They didn't keep track of how many kids you had or what death happened or
right.
So anything could happen. Those 1800s, that's crazy. That's a long time.
Oh, I know.
For stuff to happen.
Yeah.
Right. I actually, in my hallway, I actually have put up photos of what I have found, and also photos of the town and things that have, how popular this area was back in the day. I have pictures of Bob Hope being just 2 blocks down the road, Eleanor Roosevelt being 2 blocks, JFK. They had a big party for him. It was some sort of thing where they were fundraising, and yeah, it was a popular area.
Huh. Is that because of the coal mine, or is it
Yeah,
just
the coal mines and just upcoming. It was busy. We were called Glass City. We had glass factories. We had coal mines.
okay?
We were up and coming. And politicians would come there. We have a postcard. I wish I would have took a picture of that, but it says a postcard. It says, "A girl is waiting for you in Bel Air, Ohio." I mean, they
Wow.
were trying to bring people in to start their families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it kind of, is it more of like a, not an abandoned town or ghost town, but
It is
the
now.
population declined now since after the
Oh,
coal?
yeah.
Or?
Oh, definitely. It's dead looking now. Bel Air, it pretty much is nothing now, the south end of Bel Air. See, what happened was they tore up the road, Route 7. And when that happened, people did not come through there anymore. Okay, so
Got
it
you.
wiped out all the houses. They built the road up, but what they did find was that there was an underground railroad. They found
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah, and actually in the store, down in the basement of the antique store, there's actually a door that's cemented over that would lead out below the sidewalk that we believe was to the Underground Railroad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a place called Booby's Brewery up in Mount Joy.
Yeah, they just got that torn down.
And no,
Oh, no,
that's Bobby Mackey's
yeah.
you're thinking of. So they made the beer, and they have catacombs down in the basement of this brewery to keep all the beer cold and fresh.
Okay.
And then there's a big brick area that's in the wall, like it's all bricked up.
Yes.
And behind it, they leave a couple bricks out, and you can like see in it. But there's like a tunnel that goes down under, and I don't know how far, but they said that was part of the Underground Railroad too.
Right. Yeah. It's something.
Which, I mean, good for them. Whoever got on that road,
Yeah.
I'm glad they did. But I want to play a video. We have one more picture, but I want to wait for that.
Okay.
You sent me a couple videos, and anybody that's ever watched this, we do blind reactions. So we have not watched these videos that she sent us yet until right now. So let's watch the first one, and then we'll see the reaction and talk about it.
Alrighty. I see that. Do you want to touch it? What's going on? Do you want to go down and touch it? Thank you. Go ahead. You could do it again. If you'd like. Go touch it. It's okay. It won't hurt you.
Wow.
Turned it down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I have it on the sound bar, and it gets really loud. Sorry, guys. So was that you trying to talk to somebody, or was that an investigator?
No, that was me. I actually I had one of the investigators, her dad was in the hospital, and she stopped in, and she had a few hours to spare. So I said, well, let's go over to the house. And I says, and we'll go upstairs, and, and I had just purchased this tripwire, and I've been slowly buying a little bit of equipment. And I said, look, I want to try it out. And there seems to be 2 children in the house.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah. And that hallway was always very active. And we keep thinking that the children are running around upstairs. So we put that out there, and we just sat in that room, and that was me asking if they wanted to touch that fake chinchilla, right? That was just something I picked up on Amazon. So yeah, so the room that we're sitting in was actually the chinchilla room where the chinchillas were raised and skinned. So I just wanted to see if they would touch it, and they did.
Sorry, having difficulties. I think we froze again.
Yeah.
Bear with us, guys. I'm sorry.
There you are.
There we go.
Yep, you're back.
Sorry about
That happened during sound check too. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
That was weird.
Sorry, guys. My bad. But yeah, that's we don't have one of those tripwires. I want one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They the places that we go, I feel like
They would definitely get a-
Jessie May in
Yeah.
the Stringer House
She
would
would
play
love
with
it.
that. Yeah.
upstairs in the jail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get into another one, I want to know, just before we went live, I showed her this picture and the reaction that she had. I definitely want to know what this story is. So what is this?
Okay. So, well, I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, I don't know what it is. So that was actually, even though it said the Ross house, that thing was actually seen in the store near the stairs by our garage door that opens up where we take the furniture out. And
Wow.
it's been witnessed quite a few times by some investigators. And it's creepy.
It
sure is.
It's definitely creepy.
Yeah. It's made some really crude comments to some people. I guess it's a crawler. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Some people come in contact. Some people,
Yeah.
No.
I'm a let's go kind of guy, but if I walked around the corner and saw that sitting and crawling at me, I'd be
Yeah. We had an
I think I'd probably
investigator
Scooby-Doo
knew
out.
something was there, and then the thing said, "I'm hungry." It said, "I'm hungry." Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I'll bring you a double cheeseburger, but
Yeah.
you're not getting any of me.
Yeah. It just, but it looks kind of like an alien. I don't know what the heck it is. But I can remember I was out of town, and it scared the living daylights out of these girls that, and then they wanted me to come back because they were scared to be there. So anyway, she sent that to me because she wanted me to. She just felt she needed to do that, and that's what she showed me. I don't know what it is. I don't think I want to know what that is.
Yeah.
No, it definitely doesn't look human.
No.
I can tell you that.
No.
Did she just sit there and draw that what she saw, or
she did that on the computer? Okay. There's some sort of a thing where you can draw things on the computer.
Yeah, it's a digital art.
Yes. And her friends actually, they looked at it and they said that was as close as that you can get.
Right.
So, but yuck,
Cool. Yeah, as long as I've been
to disturb him.
Yeah, as long as I've been investigating, I've never seen anything like that. I've seen a good amount of shadow figures, but nothing like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do if I saw something like that. Honestly,
I don't know what I would do. I saw a recording in the house one time. I was at the top of the stairs. I was in the room showing my sister the new room we did when it was Escape Zone. We heard something fall, and we come around and we're getting ready to go down the stairs, and I saw a big face of a man who looked dirty, looked like he had wet hair. And I can't even say I saw the body, but we ran. We
Wow.
ran. Yeah. So
Yeah,
ugh.
the house that I lived at in PA, the second house that I lived at, I saw a little girl threw her into my bathroom at the top of our stairs, and the door handles would move, and you would hear like hangers move in the closet.
Right.
There was another entity, I don't know, we call him asshole because he liked throwing stuff. You could definitely feel that he was there all the time.
Wow.
We were in the back house of like the caretaker's house behind the big house, I guess you want to say.
Right.
So whatever happened in that house, I don't know, but we called him asshole, and we never really had it. Like you'd see a shadow go past the doorway. Like you'd be laying in your bed and you just see a black shadow walk by.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a lot of stuff happened in that house.
Just a
But
couple weeks ago, probably not even 2 weeks ago, I was downstairs with an investigator, and he had this medium on the phone, and he's talking to the medium. And I thought I saw a shadow move behind me because I thought I saw a little bit of like darkness happen. And I turned the camera and I had my phone facing my arm.
Right.
Okay. And I took it and I thought, let me make sure that this is not something else. Everybody else could not create any shadow. I moved my arm back. There still was the shadow. About 5 seconds later, that whole area lightened up. The shadow moved away. There was something standing right behind me.
Wow.
I posted that on my Facebook page.
Yeah, I think this is the video that you showed me. I'm about to play it right now.
Could be.
The hell is that? That's right. I'm gonna put my arm down. Oh my God. It just went away. Jesus Christ.
Would she
Is there somebody behind me?
be able to do that again for us if we left that ring here?
My God. Huh. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Once the video plays, it mutes our talking, so I wasn't able to hear anything. Sorry about that. Like I saw you talking, but yeah, like it was like right down here, right? Like it looked like little fingers.
The whole shadow just moved away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just, there was something there. And I knew something was moving behind me because not only was it casting a shadow on me, but I could tell something else was going on. But, I'm like just frozen there, right? And then I thought, okay, I'm moving my arm back out of the way. And then all of a sudden it just goes away. It's like, oh my God, get the heck out of here.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Did you leave that day?
Huh?
So did you leave that day?
Well, I left after that. Absolutely, I left after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you first got the house, did you come in and was like, I'm the new owner now, and like introduce yourself? And
So no, when I go into the house, I'm just in there to I'm just done working, at my regular job, and I go in there
Yeah.
just to clean. After I it went full-time investigations, and things were happening, and I'm talking to my friend. She's telling me that you have to claim ownership of your house, Cindy. And
Right.
and I'm still not maybe not totally nice about it, or doing it properly, I should say. And all I did was walk around and with a stick, and I'm smudging, saying, "This is my house. You can't hurt nobody." Blah 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 blah. Be good, and a total grandma came out in me. So true.
I mean, that's pretty much what all you got to do is just,
Be
I'm
firm.
the owner now. We're
Yeah.
not here to destroy. We're here to make it better. And
Yeah, don't be, and Alfred, I was basically focusing on Alfred because Alfred was hurting people back then. And I'm telling
Yeah.
Alfred, don't be a jerk, and, walking around with my sage and, saying, you're
Right.
not supposed to do that. What the hell's wrong with you? And all I could think of was, thank God my girlfriends aren't with me. They'll think I've lost my last marble. But yeah, but now I walk in, and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid now like I was,
Right.
But I do walk in. I say hello to Peggy, and I go over to Gretchen. I ask Gretchen, is she still a bitch? And and just I make my little rounds in the house and do my chores, and then I get out. I don't stick around.
Right. So we have one more video. I think that's of Peggy, and then we have the question of the week.
Okay.
I'm excited about this one.
Okay.
Peggy, I guess it's been about 3 minutes. She just keeps lighting up that ball. I don't know if it was because I was eating some potato chips. I'm not. I mean, I'm not even on the same cushion with her, and that ball's not. Oh, there it went off. Peggy, are you excited? Yeah? Good girl. You know somebody's coming to see you tonight, don't you? I think that's what it is. You know that you can communicate with the lady coming tonight. I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. Okay. Good. Well, I'm going to leave you right here, Peggy, so that you can, she can meet you. Okay? Good girl. Thank you for that.
You can see her little broken leg.
I know. Poor Pegger. One leg Peg.
Is she a stuffed doll with porcelain limbs, or is it all porcelain?
Stuffed doll with porcelain limbs. Yeah.
Yeah. We have a couple dolls that set off cat balls. We have Elle. She loves cat balls.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as we put the cat ball, we've literally seen the cat ball move a couple inches and then go off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I've never seen a cat ball do that ever. And like, you actually have to put pressure on the cat balls for it to go off.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully one day we might be able to go see her mom.
Yeah.
And I want to go to the Ross house now.
Yeah. So,
but that's
what you didn't see in that picture, if you looked back behind Peggy, there was a oil painting done. Okay. And that oil painting is of a spirit that has attacked people before. And when Missy Tolley was here, at the house. She was doing the Estes session,
Yeah.
and she was wasn't saying anything. She was just rocking, and then all of a sudden, she went down. I mean, she just totally, to me, looked like she passed out.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we asked her, you know, what happened, and she says she was overtaken by a spirit, and she drew that drawing that sits where Peggy was.
Wow.
And
Hold on. Let me do that real quick. I want to see what you're talking about.
okay,
Boy, Peggy's, I guess it's been about 3 minutes. She just keeps lighting up that ball. I don't know if it was because I was eating some potato chips. I'm not. I mean, I'm not even on the same cushion with her, and that ball's not.
The yellow and blue picture, or
yeah, right up there, right by Peggy, behind Peggy there, yeah.
Boy, Peggy's, I guess it's been about 3 minutes. She just keeps lighting up that ball. I don't know if it was because I was eating some potato chips. I'm not. I mean, I'm not even on the same cushion with.
what is that?
That we've put a name to him finally, as we thought for sure it was Alfred that was doing that to her, but it seems that it is a man by the name of Roger, who is who that is. I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything more, but that's who. It keeps coming up that when they say it, they get the name Roger. And this Roger supposedly back in the 1800s actually killed a woman. And this woman, she was in a house of prostitution. And we do get people from a house of prostitution that come in and talk. And supposedly there was a house a few blocks back off the street, but her body was never found, is what we've been told by, I think about 3 investigators now have discovered that.
Wow.
Just so many crazy things that, you know, come up.
Yeah, especially like an old coal mine or bordellos and bars and
the place in that area of town was filled with beer joints back in the day.
yeah. And you could never imagine what could have happened back in like 1900s,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's time. Do I get to do it? Do I get to click it?
do you want to click this?
I want to do it.
All right. For the viewers that watch the show, they know what part of the show.
What's
We do
everybody's
a
favorite
question of the
time?
week. So anybody that's watching right now, if you want to write in the comments, we'll give our take, and then we're going to ask Cindy what she thinks. This is the question of the week. Sorry if that was really loud.
That was really
My
loud.
bad. I didn't realize the audio was that loud. So do you think spirits know that you're coming to do an investigation?
If the owner lets them know.
If the owner lets them know, you don't think spiritually that they know that people are coming?
No, how would they know?
I don't know.
It's like having an unexpected guest.
I don't know. I know the feeling when I went into Penhurst, I feel like they knew.
Well, yeah, they know that people are coming in, but they don't know who.
Yeah. What do you think, Cindy?
I believe they know. I know Marie has reached out in dreams to people before they've ever even arrived at the house.
Yeah.
I mean, this has happened a few times, and some people like to come in totally blind, and people tell me that Marie already reached out to them and talked to them and can't wait till they show up.
Wow.
Just recently, this one lady, she came into the house, and I said to her, I said, you must not be have a medium or empathic, or because I says usually Marie tries to reach out to anybody who does have that ability, and she stopped dead in her tracks. And I says she likes to talk about what she's baking and things, goodies and things like that. And she looks at me, then she looks at her husband. She said, "Do you want to tell her, or do you want me?" She says to me that the night before, she had a dream that she was in a baked good place, and that she kept loading up all of her arms with all this goodies and baked goods. She said it was the weirdest dream. She just didn't understand it. I said, "Did the name Marie come through?" She said, "No." She said it was just that the name didn't, but she said kept getting all these baked goods coming to her. And she said her arms were full of stuff, anything from a bake shop. I believe they do. I think if they want to, they will reach out.
Was Marie a baker?
Marie talks about baking a lot.
Huh.
Marie was actually, from what I've discovered with the artifacts, little glass figurines, was a very, very religious woman. And the letters and the books that we have found were all about church and everything. And I think she must have loved to bake. Sometimes you could go in the kitchen and smell apple pie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I think she had to be a baker. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we ever make it up that way to go see her mom, I'll definitely message you, and we'll get in there and figure it out by ourselves.
Sounds good.
But I want to greatly appreciate you hanging out with us and speaking about the Ross House.
Yeah.
This is a platform that we like to do to people like you that haven't got in with the bigger crowd, that people don't really know what the Ross House is. And hopefully you guys get a little bit more business through this. But that's what we try to do on Underworld. We try to look out for the little people.
Yeah, we try to make friends with the people who aren't so well known.
Right.
Well,
but
who don't have their thumbs stuck up their butt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that you want to promote? Anything coming up before we go?
I'm having a thing called a Galentine event at my place here in a couple weeks. It's just a very, very small thing where I have like 6 vendors in the house. But it's very interactive, okay? It's not where you walk around and you just buy stuff. This is where you go in and you can go up and make your own love potion, or make your own bead necklace or your bead bracelet. You want to make a voodoo doll, we have a table set up where you can make your own skeleton voodoo doll. Okay.
I want to make a voodoo doll.
Huh?
I want to make a voodoo doll.
Yeah. So these are skeletons. I have clothes for them, and you can create whatever you want to create. There's a lot of we have what's called a shitty reading, right? And this is just a fun thing where you go in and you're going to go up to Madame Zoltana, and she's going to give you a shitty reading. So just it's going to be a fun, interactive thing. And we have and I'm letting 6 people actually spend the night at the house. Ooh. So they can go into the house for $10 and do all the stuff, or just do 1 or 2 and just look around at the house, right? Or for a total of 50, you have a mission to the house all day, and you can actually investigate until morning.
Nice.
So the event closes at 5, and the investigation starts at 7. Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
You want to take a trip up to Ohio?
If I had the money, we'd be going right now. But
it'll be fun.
Thank you, Cindy.
Well,
we greatly appreciate you.
Maybe
we can do a part 2 and get more into the history of the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and read all those comments people have left for your house.
But I want to greatly appreciate you coming and welcome to the Underworld family.
Well, thank you so much. I had a good time. I enjoyed this very much. Thank you.
So did I.
It's nice hearing about new houses and new places.
It is. It is. And we'll be back next week. We're not going to tell you who it is yet. Check on our Underworld Facebook to let you know what our next guest is.
We can add Ohio to our list of states we've investigated.
I think you are the first person from Ohio that we've done an interview with. So check.
All right.
Maybe make a little map with little pins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Thank you so much for your time. You have a wonderful night, and to everybody who's come to join us tonight,
remember always stay creepy.
Always stay creepy. I get it wrong every time.
Every week.
You have a wonderful night, and thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.